This is another JQC complaint, number 4, to the Judicial Qualifications Commission. I'm about to file that I'm already suing Bland Teagle, the executive director of the JQC, and I'm getting ready to sue other executives there for completely ignoring all my emails, all my voicemails. It's all documented. You've seen some of the videos I posted of me leaving them voicemails and covering up the judge's crimes and abuse. This has got to stop. So this is number 4 JQC complaint I'm about to file. JQC complaint number 4 on corrupt Judge Holly and Darenthal and intent to sue in federal court JQC if proper action is not taken fast. I'm going to sue the JQC as well as a whole. Let me put this over here and read this to you. JQC complaint number 4 on the corrupt, man-hating, misandrous Judge Holly and Darenthal for committing countless felonies and covering child abuse in a felony conspiracy and tons more crimes she is committing, including violation of oath of office and countless criminal offenses. And I put in big letters yelling at them. This judge needs to be disbarred and thrown in prison, and I want her put in front of a panel of judges to answer for her crimes. Next paragraph. I am currently have an open federal lawsuit against 3 state court judges as well as the executive director of the JQC, Bland L. Teagle, and I'm about to file more, including against JQC and others within if action is not taken fast. My children 4 and 5 years old are being physically and sexually abused, as well as just reported yesterday, still being left in well-documented criminal drug addict and drug trafficker and child abuser named Michelle Gillum's house because of corrupt Judge Holly Ann Darenthal and her crimes of covering up child abuse and falsely accusing me of making false reports. This judge needs a mental health evaluation for real. This new abuse was reported by the Visitation Center monitor on court record in my divorce from yesterday's visit and is also attached below. Judge Holly Ann Darenthal is working in cahoots with her colleague, corrupt misandrous Judge Christy C. Collins, that hates my guts for my public complaints about her, and their boss, Chief Judge Lisa T. Munyon. I'm suing all 3 judges in federal court. Google Seowani versus Darenthal, for those of you that don't know. Note, I have had 2 male judges on my case with 0 complaints. I didn't agree with them, but they weren't committing crimes like these and ex parte and working with the other side and friends with the other side and just railroading me and violating all the laws and Florida statutes like these 3 man-hating judges, because the chief judge is the one instructing them and assisting them to do it. Anyways, long story short, you can read not only my 800-page federal lawsuit towards them and others, but also the now 3 criminal complaints I've filed. Also, the Visitation Center monitor's report about the child abuse and Holly Darenthal not only keeps covering it up, as well as denying motions to view the child forensic interview videotapes, child counselor reports, and on and on and on, but keeps violating my rights and threatening me in the courtroom pro se and legally denying all my motions while she is good friends with my wife's corrupt state-funded Help Now shelter attorneys, Jennifer Jane Watson and Sarah Vance, and countless other corrupt females, I put in big letters because they're all females, within our corrupt government from DCF to others. I will be sending you the audio from the hearings on USB as well as email them, but so far, all my emails and voicemails have been ignored to JQC, and I'm getting ready to file a federal lawsuit against Alexander J. Williams, General Counsel, and Hugh Brown, Assistant General Counsel, and everybody else I can find their name in the JQC that keeps ignoring me. Assistant General Counsel, if they do not respond soon. Judge Darenthal has also illegally denied countless motions while participating in a criminal conspiracy and insisting in criminal perjury she is covering up each time I try to prove it and bring it to her attention. She has also denied countless motions to recuse and motions to disqualify, even though she is clearly biased after I've showed her all my complaints and federal lawsuits against her. And at the last hearing, when she threatened me on court record, I made her have the bailiff take from me 42 U.S. Code 12203 and Article 3 of the U.S. Constitution, and told her she committed a felony, and if not, and is not to threaten me in the courtroom again. And the bailiff assaulted me, snatching it from my hand, which I also put on record, and Judge Derenthal did nothing. The amount of people covering child abuse and neglect is disgusting. Have a heart for the children, for God's sake, please. How many minutes is this? Okay, I got some more. Below is all the proof you need to throw this criminal judge in prison once and for all, where she belongs, if you don't cover her butt, because she's a fellow judge. Because they're judges that are going to mandate judges. Judges reprimand judges, but they don't reprimand them. They stick up for them and hide their shit. That's the problem. That's why JQC is not putting her in front of a committee to answer to her crimes and throwing her in jail and disbarring her. Public criminal complaint, verified probable cause for arrest. Arrest warrants part 3. Whoever is seeing this or receiving this, please note, I am publicly running for Florida's governor, and I just sued in federal court the current governor, 3 state court judges, and about 25 corrupt females discriminating against me for being a retired straight male adult movie star that was falsely arrested for domestic violence from my compulsive lying Thai Buddhist wife that is an adult movie star, prostitute scumbag that also made crazy claims that I had sex trafficked her for 10 plus years, that has been laughed out of countless courtrooms as well. Note, I met the prostitute in a whorehouse in Thailand where she was also working on her own free will. Please see previous criminal complaints and my federal lawsuit against several corrupt individuals, also including DCF and CPT employees at donaldserwani.com or here, and I give them a link to see the criminal lawsuit because it's public. If you look for it, it's not in the first couple of results, but it's down there. I'm also working on a lawsuit against the state of Florida, DCF, and CPT also. So yesterday, not only did my son again disclose child abuse and neglect that's currently going on in front of a state employee at the court-ordered visitation center, but that mostly is the same stuff that I've been reporting to DCF, the courts, police, and countless officers for 2 years now that keep covering it up, and these corrupt organizations and these corrupt actors. He has 2 bruises in the middle of his back that I would be willing to bet came from his mom's porn star fan, prostitution client, boyfriends or boyfriend, Customs and Border Patrol officer Neil. It's actually Noel. That has been beating my son and punching him in the back for 2 years now, according to my son. I have previous videos of my son disclosing this, but yesterday my son gave 3 different stories. He told us where the injury came from. First was a bike, then a swing, then told police a hammock. He also disclosed in front of the mother that he will be in big trouble if he tells me the truth. They're brainwashing him, folks. Completely brainwashing him. He's scared to say anything. Take note, mom threatens to beat him if he tells DCF or police anything bad. So yesterday, first he said Neil was not hitting him anymore. And then over an hour later, he said Neil was hitting him. Furthermore, he disclosed that him and his 4-year-old sister are being left alone again all the time in drug addict and drug trafficker Michelle Gillum's house. And I put the address. I'll leave it out so it doesn't get pulled off social media. You can Google it. It's public. Crack house, and that Michelle is still smoking that stinky marijuana stuff around him and his sister in the same room. I'm going to make the next video, part 4, folks.